Gemini, how you doing? So we are here to do your reading for April. How you doing, Gemini? So please give me a little bit of headspace is what they're saying. Please give me a little bit of headspace. So if you haven't met me before, I do channel quite a lot of messages and I am trying to break through all the chaos that's going on in life at the moment. So please keep an open mind during this one because I might start channeling some strange messages and I'll have to try and put the pieces together as we go forward. Okay? But the first thing that straight away I heard was please give me some headspace, something to do with headrooming, rooms, like rooms around places, or there's a rumour. It seems to be like rheumatoid, like arthritis, or like rumour. Like a rumour that someone seems to be, because they keep saying something's spreading. Okay, something is spreading, and rumour and rheumatoid. Okay, like a rumour seems to be going around about you, Gemini, or something to do with that. And it seems to be like this rumour, and it's going around and around and around and around. And someone, it seems, because they keep saying like spreading, like this rumour seems to be going around about someone or something. But I'm trying to break away from those, the chaos that seems to be going on, okay, so we'll go to what I wrote down instead of what I've just said. Okay, but I heard bypass, like a bypass a bypass operation. But I'm also hearing poppy, like the name poppy, and something to do with like morphine, like or Maureen, like the name Maureen. I'm picking up the name Maureen. I'm also picking up morphine. Okay, but so like I said, please excuse me. But bypass, like an operation, because that's the first thing they said. But the thing that I put a ring around was biopsy, something to do with a biopsy. Okay, and as far as I'm aware, that's something in the blood or something to do with a heart operation, of a biopsy or a bypass operation. Okay, some of you this is like a bypass, like a construction, like something to do with like working on a road or something like that. Okay, a bypass. But I am really sorry about these messages, but that's an omen. Like all I could hear was like screaming or something to do with like something to do with someone's eyes, like sight of eyes, and someone is so worried that there is like a child involved in this, maybe, okay, someone's child, and it feels like that they could well be going through like pain, or someone's really worried about like a child, okay, because I could hear like, I say I hate giving over these messages, but my spirits, they really do kind of like give me some, because they keep saying something about pain, like someone feels like they're in pain, physical pain. Now I'm hoping it's not anybody, and I really hope that everybody's okay. But they do say like there's this like pain, okay, that's coming from a younger person, shall we say, okay? Because I picked up on eyes. That was the first thing that they said to me when I was trying to write things down, was eyesight, okay? And it's something to do with like either a cataracts or someone's eyes, and they can't physically see something, and it's so much or so well anymore. And it's like I can't seem to see so well, or don't feel so well anymore. Something to do with that, Gemini. But I also picked up on lies. Like there seems to be like this rumour or this lie that someone keeps saying, this lie. It's like, well, I'm lying. And I picked it up through Scorpio reading as well, and that came across that in the end it was something to do with in court. Okay, like, you're lying. It's like, no, I'm not lying. I think for some of you, there is someone that is constantly asking a lot of questions for something, and they feel like you're lying, but you're not lying. It's like, well, I'm not lying. It's I've given you the correct answer, and I've told everything that I need to say. Some of this is to do with like the police force or something, and it feels like you're being like grilled over something, okay? And that I'm saying it's like, well, I'm not lying. They're saying like lying in court, that someone has to go to court to confess about some kind of like, if someone's lying or they feel like they are lying, and there's this court case or battle of like, well, no, I'm not lying. It's like, well, no, you are lying. It's like, no, I'm not, because it's going backwards and forwards in my head, this lie. It just seems to be going around and around and around about this lie. I don't know why they're saying that one, but hopefully that something might come out in your reading is what they're saying. But something about a lie, of having to do it and keep it up. It's like, well, I have to keep it up. Like this lie, I don't know why they keep saying like that, I have to keep up this lie. But I don't know why that's coming through. I'm also picking up the name Lee, okay, and Lee Ann now. But Lee, like Lee. All right, Lee. But I have to keep up this Lee. Okay, for some of you, they're saying something about stool samples. Okay, that is something to do with stool samples, and I have to keep giving over like a stool sample because I'm picking up like this pregnancy or something to do with like a stool sample. Okay, and some of this is a physical stool that someone owns, and it's like I'm selling stuff, products, but I have to keep up this like stool sample. I don't know why I keep saying like a stool sample. I have to keep giving a stool sample in order for my stomach, because I feel like there's this thing in like a feeling in someone's stomach, and it's churning, and it's like, well, I have to keep giving over stool samples all the time, and it's really annoying me. But I am picking up on like eyesight. Well, in hindsight, also they're saying, well, in hindsight, you know, so I think that a lot of you, if you are going through like an illness, you have like great strength, and that you are really like saying, well, in hindsight, you know, because I don't think that what it is, this information, if it is to do with like an operation or something, I don't think that it's true. I think that it's a lie. I think that someone is out there is ill, and they're not. I'm not saying that you're lying about an illness. I'm saying that for some of you, this is to do with like collecting money and stuff like that. Listen, go ahead and say what you like, because there's so much going on in the UK, money-wise. But I'll stay out of that one. But I have to keep up this lie. But I don't think that it's you that's lying. I think that it's coming through slightly to do with like the doctors and stuff. They're not quite telling you the truth. Because it's kind of like, well, just look on the hindsight of things. And it's like, because they keep saying lie, something to do with like this lie is going around, and there's a lie that seems to be happening. Some of you, this could well just be that you're confronted by someone a lot and you feel like you might have to lie to them. Okay, which is like a little white lie, meaning, well, just to keep you satisfied, I'm just going to give you like a lie. Because I can't live with you, I can't live without you. Some of it's a family situation, and you're kind of like, well, I can't lie, so I'm going to have to tell you the truth. But I think that you also hold back. I think that I'm also picking up that they're back, and it's also the name Jack, okay, or Jackie or Jack. But something to do with like, well, in order to not put your back up, I can't lie to you, and I will tell you the truth, but I'll also like calm it down a little bit in order to just kind of like, well, just satisfy you with the amount of information that someone's trying to get, because it feels like someone's trying to get you all the time. Okay, and it's like, oh, they just always get to me, and we just always get to one another. So in order to just like coexist and to just like cope with things, I'll just like spin you a small yarn and just satisfy you with like just like, I think some of you have been controlled in certain ways that you know about, okay, and that you're thinking, well, I'm just going to have to give like a small white lie to say that I'm not available. For some of you, like you could be in a relationship, or there could be something going on, and you're kind of like just thinking, you know what, I'll just say this, even though I don't really mean it, but I'm just going to like probably kick back for a little while and relax and just say that I can't, okay. But I think that there is someone around you where you know that it feels like someone's lying all the time. Like someone's lying all the time, or someone constantly tries to find something out and they feel like you're lying, but you're not lying, you're just really just saying how it is. But it feels like, well, whatever I say, it's not right and it's not wrong. And that when I do say this, it's not satisfactory enough for the person that if there is someone in your life that you're really conformed with. Okay, and it's like, well, it doesn't matter what I say. I can never really say yes and can never really say no. So the best thing for me to do is just breeze it over with a very quick kind of like answer of that. It might even be a smite fight. There might even be a fight. There might even be a fight. They're saying there might even be smite, smear. They're also saying Mia, Mamma Mia, but Mia, the name Mia, or oh, Mama. Hi, Mama, you're right. Mamma Mia. But there might also be a mama, heart murmur. They're also saying like a heart murmur. Okay, sorry, but because I'm going on like bypass or an operation to do with the heart. Okay, but what was I kicking on before? Like there might even be a smear. Sorry, like a smear test for someone that could. I mean, I hope no one's going through like a serious operation of something where there needs to be a smear test, okay? Because I'm feeling that it's something to do with and I did say this in another reading for a weekly before or a monthly, and I was saying that there was this thing, and I couldn't think of this woman and man thing that they can have that kind of like stops pregnancy, which was chlamydia, okay? Because I'm picking up like there's a chlamydia test or something, okay? Or the name Claire, chlamydia, because I picked up on chlamydia and I couldn't say what that was, and I didn't know if I could say it, and then I couldn't even think of the name. But it feels like a test or a chlamydia test or something, okay? And it's like testing to see if like we can get pregnant or if we're all like clean and positive. Some of this is coming through as the coronavirus, okay? But for some strange reason, through all of my channeled messages at the moment, really seem to be going, channeling along the lines of like operations and like women's personal problems and things like that, okay? Because they definitely said like biopsy or something like that, okay? So the name that I picked up again, which I picked up through Scorpio reading, was Roxy. Roxy, Roxy, Roxy. Something to do with like love on the rocks, ain't no surprise. Right? Love on the rocks. But through Scorpio reading, that was, I really couldn't connect with an energy. Because there was a lot of control that seemed to have been going on there, and that was also said lie. There was a lie in that reading. And someone just needed Roxy, okay? But there was different energies coming through the Scorpio reading of a drug addiction to do with like rocks, okay? Now, there was also something to do with like stones and rocks, or the Rolling Stones. Jan, are you watching again? I can't remember what. I think it was an Aries, right? We're going to see the Rolling Stones, and then that got cancelled. So the tickets got cancelled. Apparently they did. Well, that's something I channeled. But rocks, like stones, like gallstones or rocks in the liver, or something like a liver function test or something. Okay, it's like functioning. Something is functioning. We're just functioning as a family unit, but we're only really just functioning. That's what they keep saying, like function, like a room function. For some of this is a function room for like a wedding or something, that someone's looking for a function room for something. Feng shui. You could be into feng shui, and you're possibly moving a lot of things around the home for feng shui in order to make more light. That's what they're saying. So possibly look into where you're living to make more room. Okay. They're also saying now there is more room. So wherever you are kind of like around this time, there's more room now. It seems like, because I picked up on headspace for a start, but now all of a sudden my head's become clear. So some of you're going to get like really good news of clear, okay? Because I'm also picking up another kind of chlamydia that's also saying, okay? Something to do with that. Sorry if these are getting really personal, okay? But I'm picking up like clear. Now you're going to be, everybody is going to be like in the all clear, okay? But also to do with like money and finances, of being in the all clear, like, so there's not really any debt that's around, like you're in the all clear. So I think that you're paying off quite a lot of stuff, and that you realise that you have to pay it off, and that you're going to pay it off, but you're going to be in the all clear. Now for some of you, if you've got any like ailment or stuff like that, they're telling me that you're going to be in the all clear. So if there's any worry or scare around that kind of thing, I think a lot of you are going to get like good news, and there's going to be like an all clear, okay? Now, they're also saying, to do with like a relationship or something, it seems, or even a family unit where someone could have left, it feels like you've now got more headroom, okay? Because I'm picking up Max and Maxine and Max headroom, okay? Something to do with like, that there's more room now. Like there seems to be a lot more headspace, there seems to be a lot more room. It seems that you're going to be able to like think more clearly, and that you're going to be able to make a really good decision, because I think they just said, finally I'm putting myself first. There's something, that's what they say, or you're saying, Gemini, that finally I'm putting myself first. Because I'm picking up like there's been this final warning that someone said, this is my final warning. You know, I'm telling you now that this is my final warning. It's something like that, because that just come in momentarily of a final warning. Okay, I've now been given my final warning. I think a lot of you have like a possible ailment, right? And you could have gone or physically are going to the doctors, and they're saying that this is your final warning. Like, if you really want to like pick up in health, you're going to really have to either one, like stop smoking, or two, do something different if you've been doing it for a long time and there's a health concern. I think a lot of you now, where there could be a doctor that's going to say this is your final warning. Okay, that's really not for everybody, but they just said, or a warden, or like something to do with like a prison thing, and because they're saying like warden, like I'm warding someone off. Warding also sound like warding someone off. Okay, or boarding something off, like boarding. Something's being boarded up now, like a border. They're saying like a border, a borderline, borderlining, or boarding. Because I'm either picking up like on a boarding pass, okay, and that you might be looking into getting a boarding pass or a board and lodgings. For some of you, you might be like staying with someone for a while, and you're like, okay, well, now I can pay board and lodgings. So for some of you, someone's physically like just moved in or possibly moved out. And it's like, well, now there's going to needs to be more board and lodgings. And there could be someone that's worrying, thinking, well, now I'm on my own. I'm going to have to now supply and demand of more board and lodgings. Okay, because someone could have left, but that's still in your energy of board and lodgings. So you might physically be staying with someone, okay, and getting out of where you are and saying, I'm just going to board and lodge here for a while and leave here and go to here and pay board and lodgings here because it seems to be more space for you. There seems to be a lot more space, a lot more head space here, and that you might be really considering staying at this place longer, but you might have to start compromising with like paying board and lodgings across two places. Like, so if that's a long journey, sorry if I'm doing like, but going between here and here, you might be trying to compromise with two different energies of thinking, well, I can pay board and lodgings here, but I also have to pay board and lodgings here. So some of you might like have like a mortgage or something here, okay, and that you're considering now, like it's going into your mind and thinking, well, you know what, I might actually be better off here if I move here, because the board and lodgings is pretty much around the same amount of what I'm paying here, but I seem to have a lot more space here and a lot more time to myself. And I'm actually holding the cards, which is saying, Steve, can you get on with the reading? So I think that is really kind of like coming through for you guys, that in April, that you really might be considering like a complete, like I mean physically, like packing stuff up and like living somewhere else, because it feels like it's going to give you a lot more headroom, a lot more head space, and that you're going to be able to think more clearly. And it's going to give you a lot more time, okay? And I think that it might be a lot easier for you. But I think that during this time, you're going to have a discussion with someone about board and lodgings, about like money, and I think someone's trying to hold you back, or you feel like you're going to be held back, okay? Because they're definitely saying like back. Okay, so they're your channeled messages, but Roxy came through again, very strong, Rox or Roxy. Okay, but again, biopsy is what I've got here. Just a couple of lines. But the first thing that came to was like heart operation or biopsy. Okay, so I hope if anybody is going through that you're okay. Okay, so we've changed the table a little bit. The big table is over there. The small table is over here. Okay, so I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough room. We'll put these cards up here. So we'll start to look through your April reading. Okay, guys. So I hope everybody is well. UK has gone to pieces. I am actually out of work now for about 4 months maybe. All of the schools are closed. Okay, and I actually work for children and stuff, vulnerable children, and that all the schools are closed, pubs, restaurants, everything's closed, and I'm sure that's the same in everybody's country. So tough times of all hunkering up together and trying to pull together community-wise. But yeah, I'm out of work with no pay for like possibly 3 months. I don't know what I'm going to do. So we're trying to do some readings. Okay, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for April, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for April, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for April. Show me April for Gemini, please. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for April. Everything just seems to have come very clear all of a sudden, Gemini. Or Claire. Claire. The name Claire is really coming out. Claire. Claire. Some of you have got like a really good friend called Claire, okay, and that you talk to them quite a lot. But they're definitely saying like, there's this Claire, okay. Also, there's this clairvoyant. All right, but there's this clairvoyant or something, Claire. But they keep saying the name Claire, okay, and clear, but clairvoyant, obviously. But let's see. So Leo is in the house, okay, but Leo's not in the house because you're sorry. You've got Leo's in the house, but Leo's not in the house. It's like, well, I'm in the house, and then I'm not in the house, and I'm back and I'm forward, and I'm back and I'm forward running errands in the house. It's like Leo's in the house, Leo's not in the house. Well, it might not be a Leo, but it's 8, okay. But it's like, well, we're talking and we're talking and we're talking, but there seems to be so much drama about going on. It's like, well, I just need to give you a call just to make sure that you're all right. It's like, are you okay where you are? It's like, oh, I really don't know. I'm just going to have to give you some kind of like a white lie. I don't know. It feels like that someone is really talking about like a move now, or someone has moved. It's like, well, you've just moved, and now what am I going to do in order to support the house? If someone has just moved out, okay, now it feels like, oh, now I've just had a rude awakening that actually they're not here anymore. So it's like, well, why are they not here? So it's kind of like, well, there is space and there is room, but we're going to have to like start again. So, but for some of you, someone has just moved out from the home, or they're moving into a new home, okay? Because they're moving towards the tower, which is to start over and start to make things more easier, because you've got the Knight of Cups, okay? So really, what you've got is a one-night stay over, pretty much. It's like, well, I can stay for one night, okay, but one night only. It's something to do with like, one night in heaven, one night in heaven. So a lot of this is phallic stuff, guys. So if you do not want to be pregnant here, if you don't want to be pregnant here, be careful here, okay? Wherever you are here, be careful here, okay? Here. It's like someone is also hard of hearing as well. It's kind of like, well, my hearing's going. It's like, well, God, can you speak louder? Because this person here wants to speak, but this person speaks quite loudly. But one person speaks quite softly. It's like, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his words, killing my whole life with his word. Bow, 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 bow. Right? But killing me softly, well, because I keep hearing this energy of like, will you speak a little louder? And it's like, well, I can't, I can hear you, but it's like, well, I can hear too much. There's too much going on around this house, and I can hear both of you. This is, if you've got children, this could possibly what they're saying, that they can hear both of you here. It's like, because it feels like, well, I can hear both of you talking, and I can hear both of you shouting and screaming at one another. And it's like, well, one screaming and one is kind of like saying, well, you know. But for some, wherever someone was, they're also coming to stay at the tower. So it's like, well, have you got boarded lodgings, and can I like stay at in one of your rooms? It's like, yeah, I've got a room free if you want it. Do you want that? And so, well, yeah, I'll take that straight off your hands. So it feels like someone's going to snatch it. It's like snatch, which was lock, stock, two smoking barrels of bacon and sausages on a grill, right? It's something to do with like a grill. A grill or a fast food restaurant, or something to do with that, to do with a grill, okay, or a Cedril. I keep picking up that name, man. If someone out there is called Cedril or Cedric or something like that, please speak up in the comment section, because I'm channeling your name so much. Cedril, okay, or a drill, like, because I can hear it in this drill, and again, like this drill. Someone's got a spin cycle, bruv, and like, you might need to change your batteries to Duracell, right? But I keep hearing, and I've heard this before in someone's reading, this right, it's just yearning. It's like going around and around and around and around. So it's like a laundrette. It's like laundrette, or Margaret. All right, Margaret. But something to do with like Margarita. Hey, Margarita, hi. Right, but something about hi, Margarita. Hi, would you like a margarita? What on earth? Some of you have like gone on holiday or something to do with like a margarita. But or Rita, lovely Rita May. Some of you, there's another name, Rita. Okay, also Rita Ora. Are you watching Rita? Hi. But Rita Ora. But my aura, something to do with like you attracting so many lessons of like stuff around you, Gemini, within the tower. Okay, with your children as well. Okay, but also it's like someone is so attracted to danger. It's like, well, it doesn't matter what you do or what you say, I'm still attracted to it. So it feels like, well, I'm just so attracted towards this tower. It doesn't matter whether I go left or whether I go right or wherever I travel. I'm going backwards here to have like a one night stay over with someone, right? So you might have it cushy. Like I said, when I channeled here to here to here to here, you could be like, well, you know, I don't have to bring the kids. We're gonna go here to see my sex life and my love life. 8 of Wands, the tower, right? So I'm there. So it's like, well, I'm here, there, and everywhere with Paul McCartney. Here, there, and everywhere. Love that song. But Heather, you're listening to music again. But at night, so you get what you want, but you give as good as you get with your parents as well and with the children, because I feel like a lot of you have this like screaming match or this screening, because it keeps saying like there's this screening, like, well, I'm just going to scream, and it's like I can hear too much. It's like you're speaking too loud. I can hear you like physically because I can sense that you're around through the tower, and I just know that you're there. And because I know that you're there, it's like I'm avoiding a screaming match. So I don't want a screaming match. So I might be staying here for a one night stay over just to get away from the children and to get away from things. I just need to accept this offer of staying here for a bit. Okay? That's definitely what they're saying. If I didn't show you the cards, okay, you've got now the Ace of Swords. So again, travel expenses and travelling, a lot to do with like looking at for documents to do with your house. If you're going around the house trying to find documents for certain things, it could well be that you're looking for child benefit or some kind of like help and support through what's going on through the coronavirus. You might well be able to seek out some kind of like support from the government, okay? Because the Ace of Swords is governmental. I'm also hearing experimental, like you could well be experimenting with something, okay? Experimenting. Because I'm hearing like this Expelliarmus, like this Dementor. What do they call them? Is it a Dementor? So you've got dark energy around you. Well, and I'm going to have to take note of that one. Like Dementor, like this. They're saying like something. Dementia. Sorry for my ignorance, Gemini. I told you that the messages come through in pieces. But dementia. Some of this is like dementia that someone is possibly worrying that they have. Like I just heard senile dementia, okay, which is obviously very compromising for someone. Or it feels like I might have dementia. I might have dementia. Because they said Dementor, which was off Harry Potter, right? Or porter, like a porter. But whatever that is, it's being offered to the tower. So it's being offered to like either stay there permanently or just now and again, you know. But again, who doesn't have a dysfunctional family and who doesn't have a dysfunctional life? Please, if you don't, please let me know how you do that where you don't have any kind of like dysfunctions. They're saying function room, like a feng shui or function. I think I channeled that right. Function room. We're looking for a function room to do with like where we're going to stay or have a possible wedding, like a function room. Okay, but who doesn't have a dysfunctional family? So this 8 of Wands is being offered towards a dysfunctional family to either get in it or get out of it. And it's like, well, everyone's in this house. So it's either functioning well or it's not functioning well. I'm picking up like on like a liver function test. Like I need to test my liver for a liver function test. So you might be going for an operation where they have to test and take a piece of your liver to see of some kind of like possible ailment, where if you are relating to a biopsy, they might need like a liver function test. That's what they're saying. Let's see. But please, people, I know a lot of people do know tarot, but again, you're going to have to know that one for a start to know that you're going through that. Okay, that doesn't mean that this is a future prediction, and someone has to like say, well, you know, trust me, in the comment section I do, what do you mean liver function test? I'm not going for a liver function test. You've got no idea what you're on about. Do you know? It's like, if you're not, then people are not. You know, I'm not saying you, Gemini. I'm saying that, you know, I do get those kind of comments from people. Let's see. Wow, you've got pretty good reading, Gemini. You've now got the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like that you're going to have so many opportunities to be with this person. Okay, but free willingly. Meaning like, well, there's a lot of like free time now that we can spend together. So I'm quite free in my mind. I'm quite like free to work. So I have a lot of opportunities in life that are going to come towards me. But you have to still put effort into the aces, because they're good opportunities that are going to more than likely be there for you to take, but to also give. You know, it's going to take a lot of giving and a lot of taking, a lot of receiving, but to be able to receive it well, you're going to have opportunities to start something, okay, that's going to give you like good support financially, possibly, okay. Also to do with like filling out documents for your children and helping them in a certain manner, to be able to move or to seek some kind of like support. But you're going to have a lot of free time. But if you're not with someone, there is good chances that you could well meet someone in this time, okay? But I think a lot of you already know this person. I think you're already communicating with them, and possibly about going to see them quite a bit more, and about work and things like that, okay? Gemini. Because I think that you get on well. I think you get on better when you're not living together here, the Tower. If you've got children and things like that, I think that when you're not always around one another is when you get on better, when there's no like arguing, you know. I think that whoever that you was or are living with, okay, if there was any breakup, I think it was only momentarily of someone moving. And I think that the energy now is released itself, where it's a purge, where it's like a sigh of relief, but nothing that's bad. It's kind of like, now I have some free time. Now we can see each other where we're not on top of one another, screaming at one another. That we physically now can relax. Okay? Three of Cups, wow. So, I'm going to take that one because it flipped over. Again, it came out through the Scorpio reading, this one, in exactly the same place. Three of Cups. Okay, and then you're coming up with the 8. So, 8. Could be a Pisces, Leo. Big Leo energy here. Okay, 2 8s. 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 of Cups. So, again, leaving. It's like, well, I'm here and it's good, but now I'm leaving. So a lot of you could really be like going to stay with this person a lot, like going out with this person and then they go and then you leave. It's kind of like the stay over kind of like thing. It's that you get to spend time through Three of Cups with your person and then they have to leave, okay, for a bit, or you have to leave for a bit. But again, you go back with the 8, you know, because it's conformed as a cornerstone of 2 8s. meaning like you're communicating with this person about staying and going and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but you might see people that are like leaving you, like not leaving you. I don't know. We'll see where this goes, Gemini, because we've spoke for nearly 40 minutes. So we're going to go over to Patreon. If you do want to watch Patreon, it really does help me out because I'm out of work now physically for like 3 months. So I'm going to have to just stick with this at the moment. But if you want to help support me, it's literally $5. You have access to all of your extended readings, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, all that kind of thing. Okay, through the weeklies, hopefully we'll look into thoughts and feelings or something else, hopefully. But we'll continue on with the reading and then clarify some cards and see what's going to happen for you April. If you do want to join, it's in the show more section. Okay, if you want a personal reading, you can reach out from the link below for the email. And also join anything else that I have that you can find in all of the description box in the show more section. Okay, I hope everybody is well. Okay, and I will hopefully see you on the other side to see the rest of your reading, Gemini. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you again soon.